Angel, for inviting us. I grew up in a community where domestic violence was the normal. And I remember just coming back from school, going back home, and listening to your neighbors screaming, yelling at each other. And then you realized that it was basically coming from your best friend's house. And then you hear your best friend crying, and you realize it's the mom being abused. The dad was beating this person. And then the police got there, like if it's an agenda, every day. So as a kid, you just want to get away from it for a moment. It's very shocking. So you decide to probably go and watch TV, because that's what I did. Go to the living room and watch TV with my mom. She was watching the news. Just to see in the news that a girl was murdered, and she was found in a bag next to a river. She was tortured, raped, and killed by her boyfriend. She was only 17 years old. What do you do with this? You just try to go for a walk, and once you're walking and you're trying to cross the street, you encounter a group of men verbally harassing you because of the way you're dressed, because of the way you look. So you can't even go to the store at that age. And I grew up and I realized we are, as women, as identified women, surrounded by this toxic environment almost all the time. And I needed to do something about it. So I decided to pursue a career in law. And I got offered an internship in a criminal courthouse, which was a challenge, but I think it was also fate. 80% of the cases I handled were rape against little girls committed by their dads with the knowledge of the mom. And that's just to mention a brief of what the work that I did. So I realized that life was putting me in a position where I faced and I was able to see firsthand all this different violence. But now I was in the position of doing something. So I decided to pursue a more international career in that way, and I joined the United Nations, where I was able to see the same cases, but this time cases that the government was not able to protect. And seeing firsthand my family, friends, and people in my neighborhood that I knew going through this abuse was my biggest motivation to become an activist and do something.
So thank you also for inviting me, and really a privilege and honor to be part of this panel with you both, all of you. I think the original inspiration for my activism and specific work in kind of feminist issues was actually my grandmother and my mother, who's sitting right there in pink. It's my mother. And so my grandmother, my mother's mother, was a scientist pretty early on when there weren't a lot of women scientists, and was very vocally and adamantly present in all the spaces in which